The combination of grilled meats, perfect August blue skies, and Dua Lipa's Levitating blasting from the sound system could only mean one thing. A summer cookout at the Kershaws was in full flow. These kinds of get-togethers tested the limits of my sociability, so I usually stayed away. When you had addictive personality traits in your bloodline, it was best not to tempt them to make an appearance. As this thinking coincided with my general desire not to get too close to my Chicago Rebels teammates, it worked out for everyone. But today, my excuses had fallen on deaf ears, and those ears belonged to my captain and partner on the defensive line. Theo Kershaw, the man, the legend, and the player who showed no signs of stopping, had insisted I attend. "Be there or suffer the wrath of my better half." That would be his wife, Elle, one of the nicest people on the planet. Even a curmudgeon like me had a hard time playing killjoy to her kindness. "Nyquil!" Kershaw was known for his nickname game, so Nyquist became Nyquil without too much effort. His grill apron said, "Your opinion isn't in the recipe." "You made it!" "Course I did," said as if it were a foregone conclusion. I held up a six-pack of Pulaski pills from Maplewood Brewery. "Where should I put this?" "There's a cooler over there." Kershaw took the cans from me and guided me into his world, as he so often did. "Ellie, look who showed!" Plenty of heads turned at this announcement. Rebels old and new, a couple of them with ready-made smirks. The guys on my team are great, but even after a few years, a certain coolness remained between us. The stink of my dad's misdeeds still stuck to me like a particularly noxious glue. "Lars!" A tall, dark-haired woman approached, her blue-gray eyes warming as she neared. Elle Kershaw always struck me as the family's heart, the person who kept their boisterous brood grounded. More reserved than her husband, she had an understated sense of humor I reluctantly enjoyed. She kissed my cheek. "How's your summer been? We've hardly seen you." "No complaints." Her smile was sly. "Heard you were working with Reed's hockey camp for a few weeks. That must have been fun." "Oui, c'est bon." And that was the extent of my French. But hockey was its own language, thankfully. Against all odds, I'd enjoyed volunteering with Reed Duran's youth hockey group in Quebec. Some players like to use their summers to chill, regroup, and tighten the bonds with family. Others like to keep so busy their brains became too crowded to hold space for anything else. Guess which category I fell into. "Well, I hope you'll spend some time with current Rebels members this season, Lars." She squeezed my arm to temper any perceived criticism, I supposed. "There's always room at our table." "I appreciate that, though I imagine it's been pretty full this summer." During the season, Theo's grandmother Aurora and his daughters Adeline and Tilly kept the female energy high before things evened out during the summer with the return of their boys.